welcome to Andy Robinson RC. Cheers for checking out the channel today and joining us on this episode. So what have we got on the table today? Well, we've got what looks to be a pretty ordinary Tamiya Grasshopper, and we've got this as well, which is the Panda Cyclone, which is a clone of a sort of Tamiya Hornet Grasshopper. So we'll be looking at this later on in the video. What I will do is I'll say obviously it came with its box, which is cool, and the instruction manual, which I managed to save. It's missing a cover now, but it had something spilt all over it, but I managed to save the rest of the manual by taking the front cover off. Anyway, I'm going to move this out of the way because it's a bit large and cumbersome, but I am rather glad that it came with its box. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Now you might think, well, grasshopper, you've just got a grasshopper. Well, not only are grasshoppers cool, because, well, I personally love hornets and grasshoppers, but I wanted to do something a little different. Now, obviously I'm not saying no one's done this before. In fact, I know some other people have done it, but how it came about was why I chose the grasshopper. See, at our local club, there's a couple of them that want to do drifting. Now, me personally, I am not a massively into drifting or you know, that side of things in the hobby, but I thought I might give it a go anyway. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could have a car that I'm into and turn it into a drifter? So I thought about why not having a drift grasshopper. So that is what we're going to do to this. We're going to turn this grasshopper into a drift machine. And then I learned about some other people that have actually done this as well. And you can buy a proper steering conversion to get that angle, you know, really sharp for the turning. So you get a massive steering angle, so which is really cool. So I've bought the conversion kit for it, and I'm waiting for that to arrive. I think it's by MRC or MCR, I can't remember which way around it is. Engineering, and they do steering upgrade kits for like loads of different Tamiyas. So I've got one of them on order. And then what else have I got? Oh, I still need to buy a gyro for it as well. I haven't done that yet. But I'm going to do a new body for it as well, because that's had some well, that's been raced, that one. this was one of the cars I used to loan out at the club for if anyone wanted to go with the hopper class. So it's got its few marks on it from racing. Anyway, so what we got in here? Well, essentials really. I think that is still absolutely stock. So we've got a set of bearings that we'll be needing to use. So, set of Hornet Grasshopper bearings. Rear hex conversion for the rear wheels, so I can fit some drift wheels and tyres on. And then now, before I purchased the MRC MCR engineering conversion kit for this, I did think, well, what am I going to do for the front wheels? Because I need to fit hex fit drift wheels. So I did buy these Fast Tracks front hex bearing conversion kit. These little, you bob these on over the axle, and then you put your wheel and tyre on over that. And then I thought, well, that'll do as a temporary thing, but I did realise that you're not going to, with the stock setup, you're definitely not going to get anything like the amount of steering angle you need for drifting. So it would only serve as a temporary thing, and that's when I started looking at other options. So I've got them, and they'll probably just go on the car until the new steering setup arrives. And then the other thing I thought would help, I found these off off eBay. These two little pieces which go into the diff halves, and they are going to lock up the rear diff. They're just 3D printed. They look quite chunky though, which is good. And they're just going to go into the rear of the diff, and that'll stop it from being a differential, a working differential, and it'll just be a one-way unit then. So we've got them as well. And I thought, well, I might as well do a new body shell for it as well, because well, I'll tell you, it's a bit used. So I did pick up a set of these. I don't even know what colour I'm going to do the shell in yet, but I just thought, I saw these online and I thought, oh, we'll give them a go. Nope, that's not it. They're in here somewhere. Where are they? There we go. So I just picked up these here, which are from Sticker Licker, and it's for a grasshopper shell. And it's, I think the thing is that I was hoping to get it done by October the 31st. So I was going to try and tie it in with Halloween, and I went with a bit of a zombie theme. But it probably won't get it done by the 31st. Yeah, certainly not with the new steering kit anyway. But you never know, I might get the rest of it done, we'll see. So yeah, that's why we've got them. Stickers for the grasshopper body from Sticker Licker with the zombie on them. So we will see anyway, you never know. I mean, what is it, the 11th today? So we've got 20 days. You never know. I'll see how things go. So that's what I'm doing with the grasshopper. So we're going to make as I said, we're going to make a drift hopper. So let's turn our attentions to this one here. So we're looking at about 1988, around that time. And this is by Varicom, Panda RC. This is the Cyclone. So on first looks, it just looks like a bit of a hopped up Tamiya Hornet, and to a degree it is. But it does have some differences over the Tamiya Hornets. And the thing is as well, all this is actually straight out of the box kit. This is how it comes out of the box with all these goodies on. So we're going to take the body off. Unfortunately, the body shell has seen better days. Now, I don't know why the body is not as good as the rest of it, because the car probably hasn't really turned a wheel, I don't think. Or if it has, it's hardly done anything. It's all like new. And so there we go. That is the car there. There's the odd storage mark probably from being moved around over the years, but it's like a brand new car. So I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. So yeah, there it is. Yeah. Now the cool thing is with this one, as I said, it comes with loads of options out of the box as standard. So you get not that they're very good, but you do get the front UG oil-filled dampers, and you get the rear UG rear-filled dampers. If you can see it from underneath, you might see it better underneath. I don't know. We'll see. That way, you get the stabiliser kit as well, which, to be honest, does absolutely nothing. It doesn't really work very well at all, but you do get it on there, and I think that's rather cool. That I'm liking that. And you get the UG Nerf bars, which you can see at the side there, and it comes with UG front and rear tyres as well. And you get a different, it has a different bumper to the Hornets and Grasshoppers. And also, it's actually got double wishbone suspension as well. So, as you can see on the front there, double wishbone suspension. It's got top links on it, which I think they actually screw in to the mounts that would be for the Grasshopper body at the front. But yeah, so, and it also has these chrome plastic front wishbones, which are totally different to the Tamiya style of ones. But it has the same sort of wheels. Now these I think there's another variant as well, but these are like the Tamiya ones, but in gold plated chrome. So that's cool. I do like that. So yeah, so there's a few of these sort of clones knocking around of the Tamiya cars. There's this, which says the Panda Cyclone. There's the Mugen Manx. Now that's more like the Cyclone, except the Mugen. The Cyclone has a totally different rear gearbox casing on it, where the Mugen Manx has the sort of the Tamiya style one on there. So, but yeah, the Cyclones have this gearbox case on, which is different to the others. So, which is interesting. Now, I tell you what, there is worth doing. If you're really interested in this car, there's an excellent video which was done by Ampro Engineering, and it is a buyer's guide on the Panda Cyclone, and he mentions a lot of the big differences and small differences between the cars. Well worth checking out. So if I think on, I will leave a video link in the description to Ampere Engineering's buyer's guide of this car. But there's loads of little differences when you start looking at it. The chassis itself has a grained texture to it, apart from the battery lid. But so, I mean, I'd hate to break a chassis, because you're probably not going to find another chassis. It's going to be really difficult to find this side. Obviously, you can put a Hornet one on there, but you're going to find it really difficult to find a Panda Cyclone chassis. So that's a bit unique to this one. Now, if you're interested in the clones of these cars, as I say, there are a few. They're not easy to get hold of, although probably the most common one that I sort of see is by Academy, and that's the Academy Roadrunner. They do Academy Roadrunner and Academy Roadrunner 2. There's a Laser, and I can't remember if that's by Academy or a different brand. There's, I say, the Cyclone. There's the Mugen Manx, which is much more like this. There's the World Engines Rockbuster as well. So there is a few different clones. There might be one I've missed off. And then also there was one, and it's called the Big Bat, and I think it has, but that one is a real toy grade sort of RC car with a wire going to the control box, and the body is very much like a Grasshopper, except it's got the back part all filled in there. And Echo Zone, or I can't remember who makes it now, and I've got one upstairs, and I've even had it on the channel as well. But I'm going to say it's Echo Zone or Echo. The name escapes me now. But again, there was that as well. Knockoff, a cheap, very cheap knockoff of the Tamiya Grasshopper. So it is pretty cool. So the plan for this one is I will get it running, and we'll give it a bit of a blast. Now, it came with all the electrics in it, but it doesn't work, or I can't seem to get it working. So I think what I will do is I'll take all the vintage electrics out, put them to one side, keep them, with the car, and I think for ease of use, I will probably put in just a basic ESC, a newer servo for the steering, and a modern receiver and handset, just to get the thing up and running. That's the only thing I'll do. I'll keep it on its kit motor, and as you see it, it's on bronze bushings as well. There's no bearings in it, but I'm just going to keep it as it is, and yeah, we will get it running. Now, sadly, the body shell isn't great. Now, it's been painted in a sort of like translucent sort of red, and it's not been done particularly well. It's got a few cracks in it. There's a crack on the roof there, and also here by the bottom of the window. It's had some tape covering all of the windows. It's left a horrible sticky residue. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Now I know Team Blue Groove do a repo body of this, so I might be able to get another body shell at some point, and I can do a fresh body for it. And what I might do to this one for now is cut the front window out, and then cut maybe a portion of the rear window out, so I don't cut all of it out, so I don't get rid of the body post holes to mount the shell. And I might see if I can paint the shell, put some extra paint on it. Might see what red I've got, if I've got any reds, and just try and back it up a bit in a paint colour, and then I might put some mesh on the windows. I don't know, I'm just thinking. Or I might just leave it as it is, you know, and just run it so you can see it running, and then eventually when I find a repop body, get one for it. So well, there you go. So I thought I would keep this video sort of kind of connected with each other. We're showing you obviously the Grasshopper, and then one of its variants, clone variants, the Cyclone. But obviously two very different outcomes for the cars. That to sort of recommission and get it running to show you, because I love it. I can't wait to have to go over it. I did want to build a Hornet or a Grasshopper at one point and buy all the UG option parts just as a project, really. But the cool thing is this is pretty much, it's all been done. You know, it's got all the parts on it, so I don't need to do that now. I can just use that. But yeah, also as well, I've just noticed as well, the steering has got so much better steering links than the Hornet as well. It's got much sturdier turnbuckles on, and thicker, sort of probably like a M3 rod, a bit like that, and it's way better. Absolutely way better. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out then because I'm staring at it. But so that's what we're going to do. So I hope you'll tune in for these when I get around to doing them. Yeah, right. So I'll tell you what we will do is just before I wrap the video up, I'll bring the camera over and you can have a bit of a closer look on the Cyclone. And then we'll say our goodbyes. So as you can see there, a bit easier to see it all close up. The same, but not the same. So you can see obviously the UG tyres, the Nerf bars, the sort of like the anti-roll bar kit, or stabiliser bars if you want to call them that. The UG rear shocks, and then you've got those UG front shocks, which are pretty terrible anyway. And then you can see these front wishbones with the proper C blocks, and the top links which mount from the top of the C block to where the Grasshopper body would mount on the chassis. And then you've got that big orangey yellow bumper as well. I say that's the body. I like the body itself. It's a cool looking body shell, I quite like it. But unfortunately it's just that one that isn't in fantastic condition. But yeah, well, there we go. You see all of it with its original electrics in, which sadly would have been nice if it had worked. I would have just shoved the battery in and we could have gone and used it. But unfortunately it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure why, because the whole thing looks new. I don't think it's either had very minimal use, or no use at all. Because those tyres, look at those tyres. Now to me they don't look like they've got any use on them. But as I said, I could be wrong. Right, anyway, cheers for checking this video out. Much appreciated as always. And thanks for checking this one out. And oh yeah, just Grasshopper there with the bits for it. But yeah, cheers for checking this one out. Much appreciated as always. And I hope you'll join us on the next video. So look after yourselves. Take care. And we'll see you all very soon. See you later. Bye.